Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box. It's squeaky bum time. It's the game week 27 review. We are in the home straight now, the beginning of the home straight, and it is still very close at the top of the Family Fantasy Football League table. By my estimations, there are still 6 managers chasing a league and cup double. 3 managers went into the transfer market in game week 27. One of them spending £5 million on an ease mind tactical gambit, which allowed them to purchase a player even though that player already belonged to another FFFL side. In this week's edition of Banter in the Box, we've got your game week 27 winners and losers. Sarah Goodwin's favourite segment, the player review, and the FFFL Cup preview. This weekend is the quarterfinals of the Family Fantasy Football League Cup. I'll be giving you my predictions and the manager of the season update. It was worth 4 manager of the season points. Did anyone get it right? All will be revealed. Excuse me. Your game week 27 winners. Take a bow. No happy endings manager Di Maloney climbed 1 place up to 16th in the table. Di's not been as high as 16th since game week 22. Take a bow also, yours truly. I climbed a place up to 3rd. You have to go back to the end of the 2022-23 season for the last time I was as high as 3rd in the Family Fantasy Football League table. But the biggest game week winner, and a game week winner for the second week running, Ostrich Bar Stewards manager Steve Maloney picked up a first weekly win of the season with 41 points. Stayed 14th, but hey, a weekly win in the bag, and 1 manager of the season point to those 3. Your game week 27 losers. For the second week running, the Mad Hatter Creed Bratton Society manager dropped another place down to 4th. The Mad Hatter has not been as low as 4th since game week 7. The wheels are falling off his push for a second FFFL title. But the biggest game week 27 loser, Anders FC manager Stephen Lee, dropped 2 places, the biggest fallers in game week 27, down to 17th, the lowest scorer with just 1 point in game week 27. Steve has not been as low as 17th since way back in game week 11. Now your player review. Here are the top goalkeepers. Dean Henderson had a great week, 7 points. I'm the only manager that's got Dean Henderson. Come on, Dean, you can catch David Raya. A good week for Emi Martinez, and is still available for transfer, and only £8 million. That's not bad for a goalkeeper. But in this week of no Premier League games, just FA Cup and European games, lots of the goalkeepers were rested in those FA Cup games, so there were no big scorers. Or no other big scorers. Top defenders, good week for Lacroix. Only 1 manager's got him, and it's me. And the other defenders that had good weeks, Nunes of Man City and Mitchell of Crystal Palace. Mitchell climbing into joint 10th in the defender charts. And Mitchell and Nunes are both available for transfer. They're not cheap, but £10 million Nunes for a defender isn't bad. And, well, you know, they're top quality and they're there waiting to be transferred in. Top midfielders, by far the greatest performance in midfield this week, Harvey Barnes, and only Rayleigh Rovers has Harvey Barnes in his side. 13 points for Harvey Barnes. Fernandez cemented his place as the best midfielder in the league this season. 8 points for him. And Pedro Neto, just behind him, had another good week, 7 points, despite pushing over a ball boy. So stayed second in the midfielder chart. And top strikers, well, good week for Thiago. 7 managers have got him. Jared Bowen, Thiago and Bowen both scoring 9 points, and only Norfolk and Chance FC has Jared Bowen in their side. And a good performance from João Pedro. And only Rayleigh Rovers manager Simon has João Pedro in his team. And as we get to the closing on the end of the season, remember the highest scoring player in each position gets 10 bonus points at the end of the season, and the highest scoring player overall scores an additional 10 bonus points. If they're your captain, those bonus points get doubled. So having a player who's doing really well when you're the only manager that's got him could make all the difference come the end of the season. FFFL Cup quarter-final this weekend, as long as it's a full Premier League fixture weekend, and it's scheduled to be one. And here is the quarter-final lineup. Struggling Anders FC, the lowest placed team still in the competition in 17th place, go up against the Creed Bratton Society. Neither of these sides are in good form, but I think the Creed Bratton Society are going to edge this. They're the holders of the Family Fantasy Football League Cup, and I think they'll just have too much for Anders FC. And top of the table, Grease Lightning go up against 11th place Error 404. I think this is going to be close, but I think Grease Lightning, beaten finalists last year, will just edge this one. And if those predictions come true, it will mean the semi-final will be a repeat of last year's final with the Creed Bratton Society playing Grease Lightning. Or, if I get them both wrong, it will be a Lee derby, Anders FC going up against his wife, Error 404. The other ties, Legends 23, 6th in the table, going up against the big Boster Cogglers, who are 5th. I think Legends 23 are going to win this one fairly comfortably. Big Boster Cogglers not in good form. Legends 23 solid. I think Keith will do it. And the tie of the round sees third place Chairman's Choice Cup Specialist going up against second place Rayleigh Rovers. I think this is going to be another really close tie, but I've got a funny feeling my brother's going to edge this one. So there are my predictions. Play along at home. Let me know how you get on. Who the fuck is that? It's a picture of two current Family Fantasy Football League managers. And if you could tell me both of them, you would get 4 Manager of the Season points. No points if you just get one of them right. To get the 4 points, you had to get both. Megan Hoxlade, no, she's not called that anymore. Dimmy's Dynamo's manager, Megan Hoxby, had a guess. She thought it was a picture of Masters of None manager Jack Hoxby and Dimmy's Dynamo's manager, Megan. Surely Megan recognises herself, right? Well, that's an incorrect guess. I'm not saying whether one of those two guesses is right. Maybe both of them are wrong, but it's not a picture of Jack Hoxby and Megan Hoxby. The good news is, Meg, you were the only person to have a go this week, so that means you get a Manager of the Season point just for being the only manager who took part, which means the Manager of the Season table looks like this. Stephen Lee drops to joint 16th for being a game week 27 loser. Di Maloney climbs to joint 14th for being a game week 27 winner. Steve Maloney climbs to joint 11th for being a game week 27 winner. Jordan Williams drops to joint 11th for being a game week 27 loser. Megan Hoxby cements her place in 5th and closes up on the front runners for being the only girl to have a go at who the fuck is that. And I stay 4th, but close the gap on the leaders for being a game week 27 winner. But it is still Sarah Goodwin out of front, 3 points clear, hoping to be crowned Manager of the Season for the 3rd season running, which has never been done before. Your chance to stop Sarah Goodwin is if you can tell me which 2 current Family Fantasy Football League managers are pictured there. Because if you can tell me, you will earn 6 Manager of the Season points. Okay. So that is your banter in the box for this week. Until next week, everyone, take care.